Hello everyone, JulioToyReviews here, and this is a review of the Power Rangers Ninja Steel Gold Ranger Action Hero. So due to the fact that it's the fall season, we've been getting toys of everything introduced to the show after episode 8. This includes the Lionfire Megazord, the Gold Ninja Battle Morpher, and especially what we're going over today, the Gold Ranger. If you don't know, the Gold Ranger is Levi Weston, a famous country singer. The name of Levi is actually an alias for Aiden Romero, the long-lost brother of our Red Ranger Brody. And he now joins the team with his cowboy-based weapons and zords. So the Gold Ranger figure includes the figure itself and the Rockstorm guitar. So let's get on with this review. So over here is our Gold Ranger. Now I did mention earlier the whole situation with Levi and Aiden and whatnot. The show likes to call him Levi, but I'm still going to call this figure Aiden because of the fact that it's easier for me to remember. So over here, let's take a look at Aiden. You could see a consistent color scheme of gold, black, white, a bit of red, and a bit of blue. Which the blue here actually fits because of the fact that with other 6 Rangers like the Samurai Gold Ranger or the SPD Omega Ranger, when the entire team uses their colors and black, the 6 Rangers settle for their color and blue, which makes sense to differentiate them as special and whatnot. Over here you have the Ninja Steel logo. You could see that his chest is designed as a poncho of sorts. You can see the Rockstorm guitar over here, his belt. He has the Storm Star over here, and you have his legs. And these little parts over here which look like cuffs on cowboy boots. And for articulation, you can pull out the arms, you can bend them, you can twist them around. And I do remember when I was reviewing the Ninja Steel figures that there is a little sort of ratchet over here that it would sound whenever you move the arms. That seems to be either gone or very loosened with this figure, as you can notice over here. So I think that Bandai realized what they did and that the arms were kind of too stiff, so they decided to remove it. Which honestly, it makes a lot of sense. And on the back, you don't really have important detail. And now to take a look at the Rockstorm guitar, you can see that it's mainly black with some detail of the Storm Star over here. And while he did use it as a sword, he could also use it as a blaster. Which, it kind of doesn't make sense why his Morpher is a blaster as well if he could just use his guitar as a blaster, but whatever, that's beyond my concern. And now to compare him to another Gold Ranger, let's bring in Ivan from Dino Charge in his Dino Drive mode. And you can see how the gold colors are fairly identical, which this has actually been a complaint that I've had in the past couple of years for Power Rangers figures. For some figures like the Samurai Gold Ranger, they look a bit too orangish, but then with figures like the Dino Charge Gold Ranger and of course the Ninja Steel Gold Ranger, the gold just looks kind of bland to me. Like, it's not that sparkly gold that you would expect from the show. It's more of just this bland gold over here. But I guess it's accurate to the show whenever they use HD footage because the gold suits come off as being tan in some cases, like with Ivan over here unfortunately during the run of his show. So yeah, you can see the gold coloring, and these figures are obviously quite different because they're from different seasons. Whoops. Let me just bounce him back. And there you go. And just for another comparison, let's take out Ivan and let's bring in Brody. And you can see the similarities between the two suits. The boots, the overall design, the Ninja Steel logo on sash, the helmet shapes, and also the arms over here with their little chainmail pattern. Let me see if I can zoom in to show you guys. There it is. It's not as obvious as Ninja Storm, but you could kind of see the details there. And on the back, you have the basic black, except for the fact that Aiden's belt is actually brown, while Brody's is gold. Which it makes sense that you wouldn't have a gold ranger with a gold belt because it would just look redundant. Unless it's with a case like the Zeo Gold Ranger because of the fact that he was primarily black. And yeah, that is everything for the Ninja Steel Gold Ranger figure. So overall, the Ninja Steel Gold Ranger is a great figure, and I'd recommend it to any Power Rangers fan. In terms of 5-inch figures, there isn't really that much to talk about. You have all the details from the show, you have the color, and basically you get what you would expect from a 5-inch figure. And I already mentioned some of my complaints with the gold coloring and stuff, but I really appreciate the fact that I could finally have this figure with my team of Rangers. And not to mention that I honestly think Bandai needs to work on releasing the 6 Rangers better. Because of the fact that I didn't pick this guy up from Toys R Us, I actually paid $20 on Amazon. Because of the fact that it's this weird thing where whenever a 6 Ranger figure comes out, they are really hard to find, and then you have to resort to going online. And $20 is actually relatively cheap for what I paid for this guy, because there are scalpers who will put this guy for over $75, like with the Dino Charge Silver Ranger, and yeah, you get the problem with the release. But overall, this figure is amazing, and I would recommend it if you want to complete your Ninja Steel team or your collection of 6 Rangers. And not to mention that later on, probably around Black Friday or so, we're gonna start getting some of these Super Ninja Steel figures, and one of them that was revealed was the Gold Ranger and the Line Fire Armor. So I'm glad that the other Rangers are also getting Line Fire Armor figures, and it's not just the Red Ranger. But if you want to complete your collection, definitely pick this guy up. So that was everything that I had to say about the Ninja Steel Gold Ranger. So what did you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, I'm JulioToyReviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.